Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know, I'm protecting my girls because she keeps scratching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with a tag video, and this one is called the Furry Friend Tag. And if you haven't guessed, that is going to be a tag with my pets, which is why we're on my bedroom floor. So, let's get started. Number one, what is your pet's name? Okay, so I have 3 pets. I have a cat and 2 dogs. So we'll start off with this precious little one right here, who's not so little. She stands taller than me when we're sitting down, but oh, she got my mouth. So the first question is, what is your pet's name? This little precious girl right here, this is Lola. This is my Lola. Show me your peepers. Show me your beautiful eyes. Oh, she's... Can you see? What can you see? She is an akbash, and she has really beautiful golden eyes. I don't know if she'll look that way. She's a sweetheart. She is 3 years old. She'll be 4 this Thanksgiving, and she weighs about 140 pounds. She weighs 139, and when I last got her weighed, she was 139. And she is like the most sweetest thing ever. Precious, most loyal dog ever. And yeah, this is Lola. She's an akbash, which she is like the Turkish version of a Great Pyrenees, if you know what those are. And she's going to sit on me now. She is the Turkish version of a Great Pyrenees. They are guard dogs. They guard chickens, sheep, livestock. They're just amazing dogs. I love her. 2 pieces. She's a sweetheart. How long have you had your pet? I've had her since she was 3 months old. So I've had her over 3 years. How did you get your pet? I actually had another one like her. I actually had a Great Pyrenees, and I was looking for him a companion, and I looked online and I noticed that this orthodontist had found 2 dogs in the mountains, and they were extremely malnourished. They were only 3 months old, these 2 sisters, and which happened to be Lola, and they were trying to adopt them to a good home. And so naturally I was like, oh, she would be perfect. So we got her, and she lived with the orthodontist, I think, for like 2 or 3 weeks, and they took her into the office, and the kids just loved her, which is why I think she loves kids so much, because I don't have kids, but she goes like, she'll whine if she sees kids. She wants to go play with them. She absolutely loves kids, and I think it's because that's what she remembers when she was little, is she stayed in the orthodontist office playing with kids when they would come in and visiting people. So they socialized her when she was young, which is what you want to do with that breed. But that's how I got her. Got her through an orthodontist, adopted her that way. So she's a rescue dog. How old is your pet? She's going to be 4 this Thanksgiving. What are some quirky things about your pet's personality? No. Let's see, what's some quirky things? She likes to sleep and suck on my clothes. She does not chew anything or tear anything apart. She just likes to get my clothes and either sleep with them, or she'll get my clothes and she'll suck on them. I don't know. It's kind of weird. She's definitely a mama's girl. She's very loyal and protective of me. When I was bedridden for 4 months, she would never leave my side. If I was here in the bedroom laying down, she was here with me. She's just a very extremely loyal. She's a great dog. She's really, I couldn't ask for a better dog. She's so smart. Oh, she is a girly dog though. Like if I take her for a walk, she will walk around puddles. If it's raining, she will not go outside. Even if it's just a little sprinkle, little drizzle, she won't go outside. I have tried to like push her and like take treats and take her to go outside. She will not go outside. She does not like to get wet. She kind of acts like a cat because if she goes outside and she gets dirty, she'll come in and she'll like be licking herself like a cat and cleaning herself off. So that is a pretty quirky trait of hers. So she's a clean freak. Definitely. Maybe learn from the kitties how to keep clean. What does your relationship with your pet mean to you? You know, I love all my pets. I treat them like they're my kids. Lola is very special to me just because we have bonded through my accident. We really bonded, and she just never left my side. When everything went to hell, she was always there, and her and I just have this really unique bond. Everything. I absolutely love her and adore her, and she's my baby. She is just a sweetheart. She does think she's a lap dog. She does think that she's tinier than what she is, so that is a funny personality trait, but she is my everything. I absolutely love and adore her. All of my pets mean the world to me. They are my children. What are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet? I have tons of tons of favorites. With her, she did not like riding in the back of a truck. She's so funny. Like, she will howl like she's being murdered. We tried to ride around with her in the back of the truck one time, and she was howling. It was so embarrassing. She was just like, I mean, you would have thought someone was butchering her the way she acted. So that was pretty funny. Whenever we go out for walks, it's pretty fun. Everybody falls in love with her. Sometimes I'll leave the door open and she'll watch me outside. She just has to watch me at all times, and if I shut the door, she howls. Like, she'll sit there and howl and whine because she can't see me. And sometimes when I leave, she does that too. Or when I pull up to the house, it's all nice and quiet, but when I get out of the door and I shut the door and I start walking up, I can hear her. She'll start whining and howling. It's just, she's so funny. She's such a mommy's girl. Oh, I have a funny story. So when she was about a year old, when I was living in Utah, I let her out and my male dog, who's since passed on, but her and him were outside, like over 2 acres of yard for them to run and play. And I would do the cable so that they could run around, but they couldn't like get loose and they couldn't get loose, you know, or leave the yard. So I had them on their cables and everything, and I get in the shower and I heard this noise and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that noise? So I just hurried up and I threw a towel around me, soaking wet, walk out there, and then my male dog is like barking aggressively like he's going to, like he's being vicious, like he's going to kill something. And then there's Lola, and there's this guy laying on my ground naked with his belly in the air, and Lola is there licking his belly. But it gets even worse. There's 2 cops standing over this guy. One has his gun pointed down at him, and the other cop has got a taser in him. Like, the taser is going into the guy. And then there's my dog licking the guy. I was like, what the? And then here I am in a towel, like, hardly nothing, and there's cops, and I was like, I didn't even know, there was no words. It was like the weirdest scenario you could like picture. And so I was like, oh my gosh, my dogs. And they're like, your dog's fine, your dog's fine. And they were at my house for like a good at least 45 minutes. This guy was a really big guy and he was really drunk and he was fighting them. They eventually had to get like more cops to come to get this guy. But it was just funny because my male dog was like barking viciously at him like he was going to eat him. And then there's Lola licking his belly and I'm like, nice. I'm glad I have a great watchdog. She just licking his belly. It was one memory that I will never forget. It was pretty funny. But that's, yeah. What are some nicknames you call your pet? Lola is so intelligent that she actually knows when I don't just call her Lola. She knows when I spell her name. If I say Lola, she'll come running. Like, she's just looked up. Lola, if I spell her name. Lo, I call her Lo a lot, and she'll come over. Lo. So Lo, and then I'll spell her name. We call her Fluffy. Have you guys heard that song, Lola? It's my vet jokes around and my family jokes around about it too. They'll sing that song to her and she gets all excited. The Kinks called Lola, and she loves the song. Lola, come here. That's one song that she likes and responds to, as you can tell, but this is my Lola. So, you guys have heard a lot about Lola. So I've talked about Lola. Let me talk about my crazy Daisy May. This is Daisy. Crazy Daisy May. Okay, so this is... She's extremely hyper. This is Daisy, and she is a lab, and she's extremely hyper. Extremely hyper, usually all the time, but she's really hyper right now. She is 2 years old, and I wish you guys could see her cute little face as I'm trying to turn it. It's Daisy. She's 2 years old. She's spunky. She is full of energy. Loves to play. Playing right now. They're wrestling. She's 2, and I got her. My ex was in the police academy, and it was about 4 months after our male had passed away. Lola was really sad and pretty depressed and mopey, and I could tell she really missed having a companion other than me. So, and I was lonely too because I had just moved to a new state and a new town, and I seen that they had her for sale, and so I got her, drove to Utah. I live in Wyoming. I drove to Utah to get her, and she was the only yellow lab out of the litter. No. She was the only yellow one out of the litter, so I got her, and her and Lola get along really well. They play, and when Lola's had enough, she usually stops, but she does kennel train. She does really well with the kennel. As far as labs go, if you get a puppy lab, I swear by kennel training it helps with potty training too. But she has a huge kennel. It's big enough for her to stand in, and even when the gate door is open and she wants to take a nap, she'll go in there to nap. It's like her bed, her little safe area, so like her little space. So she loves her kennel and has done really well with it. So that is where she sleeps, and she loves ice cubes. Absolutely loves ice cubes. Like, Every time I go to the refrigerator to get some ice cubes, she will come up acting like they're for her. But she's a sweetheart. Her name's Daisy. She's 2. I had a cat pass away in April, and it just broke my heart. I had her for 12 years, and she was my baby girl. She was in a couple videos, and it broke my heart. It devastated me. I'm not gonna lie. I still cry. But anyways, this is my other kitty, and this little girl's name, who's not so little, like she really is like the size of a huge raccoon. Her name is Kiki, and she was a stray from Utah. I don't know how old she is, but if I had to guess, I'd say she's probably around 4 years old. She started coming by our house and tried to get in, and just eventually the winter hit, and I was like, no one's feeding this cat, and I was feeding her, and we took her in, and we fell in love with her. She's a sweetheart, and she's so heavy. Oh my gosh. And she's a cuddler. She loves to snuggle and cuddle. But she also likes to play. If you can see my arm, she likes to play. But this is Kiki. Kiki, can you look? She's being shy. Hi, Kiki. She's got the prettiest eyes. They're like a real pretty mint green color. And she's also got extra toes on every paw. At least 2 extra toes on every paw. It's pretty unique. This time when she was a stray, my ex would call her Cutie Kitty because we didn't have a name for her. And we didn't, that was her name. So when we decided to keep her, I can't remember what we first tried to name her, but she wasn't responding to anything. So I was like, Cutie Kitty, and then I was like, Kiki kind of sounds like Cutie Kitty. Like there was a few names that we played with, and the one that she would respond to was Kiki. So she kind of picked her own name, but she's a sweetheart. Let me turn the camera around. Look at those beautiful eyes. You're so pretty, honey. Kiki. Kickers. Honey. Can you see your feet? She's being shy. And don't mind my bed cover. I have that blanket on for the animals. My real bed cover is underneath it, and I just don't want them to trash it. So I throw this little fleece blanket on the top because of their hair. That's Kiki, and she is a sweet, sweet kitty. Look at those pretty eyes. Come here. So that it concludes my furry friend tag, as my furry friend just is trying to give you guys a high five. Did you see that? Anyways, we just are going to, nothing like getting a butt in your face. Anyways, so we are going to end this tag probably right now, just because I need to let them outside and let them go potty, and they need their dinner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different. I hope you guys enjoyed this tag, and I hope you enjoyed my animals. If you guys have any pets, tell me about them down below. What kind of dogs or cats or birds, lizards, reptiles you have. I'd love to hear. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.